channel. My name is Tawana Antoinette. As you know, before we get into this reading, remember it's a collective reading. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does, great. If it doesn't, you can check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and north node placements, or find another reader on YouTube. Many wonderful readers are here. With that said, let's get into your reading. Oh, before we get into your reading, everything extra is down below. Patreon, donations, social media, all of that good stuff is down there. So follow me on social media if you want to. Subscribe to my Patreon if you want to, where we learn more spiritual education. With that said, let's get into your reading. So the energy surrounding you right now is sensitivity. Libras, which I'm not very surprised because you are the Empress. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So what this means is usually as we raise our vibrations and raise our consciousness, we get more in tune, more in tune with ourselves and in tune with the earth and in tune with the people around us. So just bear that in mind, that as you become more spiritual, more conscious, more evolved, more woke, whatever you want to call it, your experience of the world starts to change because your internal structure starts to change. So now you're able to sense things with extra sensory perceptions outside of the physical senses. So sometimes what this can look like for me as a highly sensitive person is if someone is constantly thinking about me and trying to manifest me, I can feel that in my energy. I can feel them wanting to talk to me. I can feel that pressure. And oftentimes I've gotten so good with the training of these senses that I can nail down to a science who exactly it is that's thinking about me. Usually my guides will send me a dream if I ask for it or something like that. So if you've been thinking about a person more and, you know, however this is manifesting for you in your own life, bear in mind that you're becoming more sensitive. The feelings that you're feeling, 100% of them may not be yours. You may be just picking up because you're sensing things with your extrasensory perception and gifts. Next card that popped up for you right now is children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So maybe some of you are dealing with kids right now. If you don't have kids, you're dealing with your friends' kids, family kids, kids in some capacity. Some of you may be teachers, daycare trainers. Even if you're not in a traditional role of teacher, I get the sense here that you have something to your energy. Your energy is really, really helpful for children to grow, learn, heal, etc. So even if you may not want to pursue that, or if you don't want to have kids or whatever, it's still something that is it's still something you are good at. So it's a gift that you have, whether you want to use that or not. The next card is career change. So when I saw this card, I got the sense that some of you are making career changes that now align with your raise in consciousness. So if you've been traveling a spiritual path, becoming more in tune with the self and spirit and all that good stuff, and you've noticed that the things that used to resonate with you no longer resonate with you, it simply means that your experience of the world is changing, and that's why you can no longer do some of the things that you were doing in your old vibration. Sometimes, most times, this involves career. So some of you may be changing careers right now. This card says you're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. Some of you are making career switches to work with children, all that good stuff. Spirit is giving you the support and saying, good job, good going, do that shit. Energy surrounding your romantic life is playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I feel like you're in a very flirty energy right now. I feel like if you are not, you should be. This is the energy that is supporting you right now. It's a time to be playful. It's a time to put yourself out there. If romance is what you want, the universal energy supports it. If romance is not what you want, or you just want to have a good time, flirt, have some fun. So moving into your tarot spread, the first set of cards in the past energy is the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, the Hangman, and the Knight of Swords. So looking at a relationship that you were in from another perspective and not charging ahead like you once did. Tell me more about the Ten of Cups. Wow. Just like my sage, so I can cleanse this deck. All right. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Clarified by the Four of Cups. Okay, so in the past, no longer wanting a relationship that once made you happy. Okay, feel you. Clarify the Lovers. Shit, the Lovers clarified the Lovers. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so really strong connection you were dealing with, but very inconsistent connection because people keep walking away from each other. It keeps ending. I feel like you started to become very logical about this because you realize that even though the feelings are strong in this connection, it's just not coming together in a way that you wanted it to. So now you start to become underwhelmed because you're like, I mean, yes, this is nice, but yes, this is passionate, and yes, the feelings are strong, the connection is strong, but perhaps this is not a long-term person if it feels this difficult. Perhaps this is not something that I want to keep investing in because it feels this difficult. If it's putting you in this Two of Swords, or if it was putting you in this Two of Swords energy, it means that you were indecisive. There are certain things that you weren't ready to make a decision yet, but I feel like you eventually got to the place where you had to. So that's when you stepped into the Queen of Swords energy. You realize, hold on, let me stop rushing into this. Let me actually start looking at things for what they are. Tell me about the Knight of Swords and the Hangman. Yeah, you started looking at your options and you wanted to see, okay, since this is not cutting it, let me just redo this whole plan because this is not going according to how I imagined things to go. All right, cool. So that takes us into the present where we have the Knight of Wands, the Hermit, Nine of Cups, and the Page of Wands. So I feel like you definitely became enlightened through doing some spiritual work. And the Hermit card has been popping up in Virgo readings now for some time because I feel like I've been reading for a set of, why did I say Virgo? Libra. Yeah, because the Hermit is the Virgo. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Virgo, by the way. All right, so this Hermit card has been popping up in Libra readings now for a while. And I feel like it's because I've been doing readings for a set of Libras that have been doing the work. I've been very vocal about that on my channel. I love doing the Libra readings. But I feel like whatever changes that you made in terms of your love life, it's because you have been changing. Hey, you've been changing. You've been becoming more sensitive. That was the energy surrounding you at the beginning of the reading. You've been doing the work, Libras. So tell me about the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, clarified by the Five of Cups. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands. Who is this? What is this? All right, Libra. So there may be a person around you that wants to yeah, I feel like there's a person around you that's looking at you like, okay, this happened. The Libra is changing, and it's almost like they don't know how to receive the change because things were inconsistent before, and they see that this change is happening with you, and it's almost forcing them to change as well. So they're coming out of this, it's like they're looking at themselves as inconsistent and trying to imagine themselves as more of a stable energy and more of kind of the embodiment of what it is that you want. More stability, more, you know, less of an inconsistent in and out, on and off kind of thing, and more of a stable, like I feel like this person now, through your spiritual work, you are being a catalyst to provoke them. This is someone around you. Could be the same person that you were dealing with in this very strong connection above. Tell me about the Hermit. What is the Hermit? Hermit's clarified by the Hierophant. Okay, so very, very spiritual time for you, Virgos. Very spiritual. You've been enlightened. You've been doing the work. You've been manifesting. You've been talking to your guides. You've been praying. You've been whatever spiritual stuff you've been doing, it shows. And I feel like that's how you are now going to be illuminated about what works for you, who works for you, and who doesn't. All this spiritual work is bringing you to a place of empowerment that you're now able to spot these nuances quickly. Tell me about the Nine of Cups and the Page of Wands. Clarified by the Temperance, the Ace of too many. Tell me about the Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, please. Yeah, I feel like you are now so good at trusting your intuition and knowing what options you should go after, what options are not for you. I feel like you had to go through a lot of stuff to kind of learn how to use your intuition, how to pick people, and who is really for you and who is not. What's coming up for you in the next 2 weeks is the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. Why do I feel like you're getting some communication in the next 2 weeks that's going to stress you out? Or somebody's going to tell you something in the next 2 weeks, 2 weeks that's going to stress you out. It's causing, you're receiving some kind of information in the next 2 weeks, could possibly be from this person. And it's putting you in a place of anxiety because I feel like now you're like, you don't know what to do. You don't know what option to take. You know, like I feel like you're letting it stress you out. Tell me about this Seven of Cups. Clarified by the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're in your head now. You're getting options, and you're gonna be in your head about the options. Don't be in your head, guys. I feel like it's the only reason why you're in your head is because you need to get out of the energy of what has happened to you in the past. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Ugh, I hate when the cards do that. Tell me about the Nine of Swords, please, Spirit. The Emperor. Take control of your thoughts. Take control of the situation. Exactly, yeah. Take control. The advice here is take control of your thoughts and the situation. Tell me more about these two. Tell me more. Tell me more. I feel like somebody will also be in their head too about pursuing a relationship with you. in the future. I feel like there's a masculine figure, could be an Aries figure, or I don't know, someone around you who will be thinking about extending themselves. I feel like it's this person, like you're forcing someone here to level up and take something, yeah, seriously, and I feel like it's working. Tell me more about the Eight of Wands. Someone is going to be very in their head about you, and they will be communicating this to you. Because now that you're focused on yourself, they are focused on you. But this communication, when they do speak to you, they'll be hiding something. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. They'll be hiding something, or something underhanded is... Yep, I said underhanded and we got the moon. All right, so in the next couple weeks, Libra, somebody will be reaching out to you. I would use my intuition as it pertains that. And whenever you hear a reader say, use your intuition, means something's up. So that's your advice there. Read that communication. But let's get some additional advice for you to wrap up the reading. Spirit, what is the advice for Libras? What's Libra's advice right now? Thanks. Libra, your advice is fork in the road. Yeah, you have some decisions to make. That is card number 13, breaks down to a 4. Time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. The Oracle's message, every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come by a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. Relationship message, you've reached a moment of truth in the evolution of your relationship. Which will you choose, to open up to the possibility of love or to remain isolated, to go deeper and commit to mutual passion or to walk away? This is a time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do, invest, and give, then choose. You cannot make a wrong choice. If you move forward with a relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. You will have made a conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone, or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of genuine connection. All roads lead to the lessons you must learn in your relationships. Regardless of the decision you make, it will place you on the path to a truer experience of the heart. So I definitely get the sense here that choices will be made. The Lovers card came out twice. But I feel like you guys will be making choices in career, because some of you are definitely making career changes and some of you are definitely making choices with a person that you've been dealing with in a very, very strong connection. So if that resonates with you, let me know below. Remember to like this video, subscribe, turn on the bell so you know when new readings are out. And with that said, I'll see you next time.